Welcome back to Unstoppable Mindset. Today I want to speak directly to the person who has been fighting battles inside their own mind. The person who smiles outside but struggles inside. The person who has dreams, potential, and purpose, yet keeps hearing a voice whispering, "You are not enough." Today we silence that voice. Today we kill negative thinking before it kills our confidence, our future, and our destiny. You must understand something very important. Your life moves in the direction of your strongest thoughts. A negative mind will create a negative life. You cannot constantly speak defeat and expect victory to appear. You cannot water fear every day and expect courage to grow tomorrow. Your mind is like soil. Whatever you plant into it will eventually grow. If you plant doubt, fear, jealousy, insecurity, and excuses, then your life will produce frustration and limitation. But if you plant faith, discipline, vision, hope, and purpose, your life will begin to transform from the inside out. Most people are not destroyed by enemies outside of them. They are destroyed by enemies within them. Negative thinking is dangerous because it convinces you that failure is permanent. It makes you believe that one mistake defines your entire future. It tells you to quit before you even try. It weakens your confidence before the battle even begins. Some people are physically alive but mentally defeated. Every opportunity scares them. Every challenge intimidates them. Every criticism crushes them because they have allowed negativity to build a home inside their mind. You cannot become great while constantly thinking small. Your thinking determines your direction. The way you see yourself affects the way you live your life. If you see yourself as weak, you will act weak. If you see yourself as incapable, you will avoid responsibility. If you see yourself as unworthy, you will settle for less than your value. That is why changing your thinking is not optional. It is necessary for growth. Listen carefully. Negative thinking is not humility. Some people think speaking badly about themselves makes them humble. No. Humility is knowing your value without arrogance. Negative thinking is self-destruction disguised as realism. There are people who say, "I'm just being honest about myself." But honesty without hope becomes poison. You were not created to live trapped inside fear and insecurity. You are created with purpose, creativity, intelligence, and the ability to overcome obstacles. Every day your mind is receiving information. Through conversations, social media, entertainment, and the people around you, seeds are constantly entering your spirit. If you feed your mind garbage, your thoughts will become toxic. You cannot spend hours consuming negativity and expect to remain positive. Protect your mental environment. Be careful what you listen to. Be careful who influences you. Some people are carriers of fear. Every time they speak, they spread doubt, limitation, and discouragement. If you stay around negative people long enough, their mindset will begin to shape your identity. You must learn the power of mental discipline. Not every thought deserves your attention. Just because a thought enters your mind does not mean it belongs there. Some thoughts must be rejected immediately. Thoughts like, "I will never succeed." Thoughts like, "I'm too late." Thoughts like, "Nobody believes in me." Thoughts like, "I always fail." Those thoughts are thieves. They steal confidence, energy, and momentum. Do not entertain thoughts that weaken your future. Great people learn to speak to themselves instead of listening to every negative voice around them. There are moments when you must stand in front of the mirror and remind yourself who you are. Tell yourself, "I am growing. I am learning. I am becoming stronger. My mistakes do not define me. My past does not control my future." Words carry power. The language you use about yourself matters. Stop insulting your own potential with negative speech. Many people want a new life, but they keep the same mindset. That cannot work. Transformation begins internally before it appears externally. Before a tree becomes visible above the ground, growth first happens beneath the surface. In the same way, your mindset is the root system of your future. If your roots are poisoned with negativity, your results will suffer. But if your roots are strengthened with faith and discipline, your life will produce strength and stability. Do not underestimate the damage of constant overthinking. Some people think so much about what could go wrong that they never move forward. Fear freezes progress. Negative thinking creates imaginary prisons. Most of the things people worry about never even happen. Yet they lose sleep, confidence, and peace over situations that exist only inside their imagination. You cannot live a powerful life while constantly expecting disaster. Failure is not proof that you are worthless. Failure is evidence that you tried. Every successful person has failed. The difference is they refuse to let failure become their identity. Negative thinkers see obstacles as signs to stop. Positive thinkers see obstacles as opportunities to grow. Your challenges are not there to destroy you. They are there to develop you. Pressure creates strength. Resistance builds endurance. Difficulty reveals character. You must stop comparing your journey to other people. Comparison is one of the fastest ways to create negative thinking. Social media has made many people feel inadequate because they are measuring their behind the scenes against someone else's highlights. Stay focused on your assignment. Your path is unique. Your timing is unique. Your growth process is unique. Do not allow another person's success to make you doubt your own future. There is greatness inside you that negativity is trying to suffocate. The enemy of purpose is not always failure. Sometimes it is discouragement. If the mind can be defeated, the life can be controlled. That is why you must guard your thoughts daily. Wake up with intention. Feed your spirit with truth, wisdom, and encouragement. Train your mind to focus on possibilities instead of limitations. A strong mind does not happen accidentally. It is built through daily choices. Every time you reject fear, you grow stronger. Every time you replace doubt with belief, you grow stronger. Every time you continue despite difficulty, you grow stronger. Mental strength is developed through repetition. Victory begins in the mind before it appears in reality. Remember this, you cannot rise above the picture you hold of yourself internally. If you constantly imagine defeat, your actions will reflect defeat. But if you begin to see yourself as capable, disciplined, focused, and valuable, your behavior will start aligning with that vision. The mind is powerful. It can either imprison you or empower you. So today, make a decision. Stop feeding negativity. Stop rehearsing failure. Stop speaking weakness over your life. Stop allowing fear to dominate your thoughts. Kill the negative thinking that has been slowing your progress. Replace it with vision. Replace it with purpose. Replace it with faith. Because the moment your mind changes, your direction changes. And when your direction changes, your life begins to change forever. Your thoughts shape your reality more than most people realize. Long before success appears in your hands, it first begins inside your mind. Every action you take is connected to the way you think. Your mindset becomes the foundation of your decisions, your habits, your confidence, and your future. If your thinking is filled with fear, doubt, insecurity, and limitation, then your life will slowly move in the same direction. But when your mind becomes filled with purpose, faith, discipline, and vision, your entire life begins to change from the inside out. Many people are waiting for their situation to improve before they improve their thinking. But transformation does not work that way. Your mind must change first. A person who constantly tells themselves, "I can't do it," will eventually stop trying. A person who believes they are weak will avoid challenges. A person who sees themselves as a failure will unconsciously create habits that keep them stuck. This is why negative thinking is dangerous. It silently controls behavior without people even noticing it. You must understand that your mind is always listening to you. The words you repeat daily become instructions to your spirit. If every morning you wake up complaining, criticizing yourself, and expecting failure, your energy will reflect that negativity. You will walk through life with hesitation instead of confidence. But when you begin speaking strength over yourself, something powerful starts happening internally. Your focus changes. Your attitude changes. Your expectations change. The greatest battles in life are often fought inside the mind. Before someone quits physically, they usually quit mentally first. Before someone succeeds publicly, they first believe internally that success is possible. Everything begins with thought. This is why protecting your mindset is one of the most important responsibilities you have. Not every voice deserves access to your spirit. Some people constantly spread negativity because negativity lives inside them. If you spend too much time around people who always complain, criticize, and doubt everything, eventually their mindset will influence yours. Your environment matters because thoughts are contagious. Fear spreads, doubt spreads, but courage also spreads. Faith spreads, vision spreads. This is why you must intentionally surround yourself with people, conversations, and information that strengthen your mind instead of weakening it. Feed your mind with wisdom, growth, and positivity. Your mental diet is just as important as your physical diet. You also need to stop allowing past mistakes to define your future. One failure does not make you a failure. One rejection does not determine your value. Too many people replay old disappointments in their minds until those memories become mental prisons. They keep reliving pain instead of learning from it and moving forward. Your past is a lesson, not a life sentence. The moment you begin changing your thoughts, you begin changing your direction. Positive thinking does not mean pretending life is perfect. It means believing that challenges can be overcome. It means refusing to surrender your future to fear. It means understanding that setbacks are temporary, but growth is possible. Never underestimate the power of your thoughts. Your life follows the direction of your mindset. If you want to change your future, start by changing the conversation happening inside your mind every single day. The quality of your life is deeply connected to the quality of what you allow into your mind. Many people want peace, confidence, and success, yet they continuously feed themselves negativity every single day. You cannot expect a positive life while consuming negative thoughts, negative conversations, and negative influences. Whatever enters your mind repeatedly will eventually shape your attitude, your emotions, and your actions. This is why you must stop feeding your mind negativity before it destroys your confidence and limits your potential. Your mind works like a garden. Whatever you plant consistently will grow. If you plant fear, doubt, jealousy, anger, and insecurity, then emotional frustration will become the harvest of your life. But if you plant hope, discipline, wisdom, faith, and positivity, your mindset will become stronger and healthier. The problem is many people unknowingly water negativity every day. They listen to discouraging voices, spend hours consuming toxic content, compare themselves to others, and constantly repeat negative words about themselves. Then they wonder why they feel mentally exhausted and emotionally weak. What you hear consistently matters. Some people are surrounded by negativity from morning until night. Every conversation is filled with complaints, gossip, criticism, and hopelessness. Over time, those words begin to influence the mind. A negative environment slowly poisons motivation. It becomes difficult to dream big when everyone around you expects failure. This is why you must become protective of your mental environment. Not everyone deserves access to your spirit. Some people carry fear everywhere they go. Others carry bitterness and discouragement. If you remain connected to constant negativity, eventually your own mindset will start reflecting it. Social media has also become one of the biggest sources of negative thinking. Many people wake up and immediately consume stress, drama, comparison, and unrealistic expectations. Instead of feeling inspired, they feel inadequate. They begin measuring their worth against someone else's appearance, lifestyle, or success. Comparison quietly creates insecurity. It convinces people that they are behind in life or not good enough. But you must remember that your journey is unique. Your timing is unique. Your growth process is unique. Stop allowing outside distractions to steal your inner peace. You also have to be careful about the words you speak over yourself. Some people constantly insult themselves without realizing the damage they are causing. They say things like, "I'll never succeed," "I'm always failing," or "nothing good ever happens to me." Your mind listens to those words. Repeated negativity becomes belief, and belief eventually influences behavior. Stop speaking weakness over your own life. Speak with intention. Speak with hope. Speak with confidence even during difficult moments. Protecting your mind requires discipline. You cannot entertain every negative thought that enters your head. Some thoughts must be rejected immediately. Fearful thoughts, defeated thoughts, thoughts that attack your confidence and purpose. Just because a thought appears does not mean you must accept it. Learn to replace destructive thinking with empowering thinking. Feed your mind with things that strengthen you. Read words that inspire growth. Listen to voices that encourage wisdom and purpose. Spend time with people who challenge you to become better instead of pulling you backward. The stronger your mental diet becomes, the stronger your mindset becomes. When you stop feeding negativity, you create space for clarity, confidence, and peace. Your mind becomes healthier, your focus becomes sharper, and your vision becomes stronger. Protect your mind carefully because whatever controls your thinking eventually controls your life. Fear and doubt are two of the greatest enemies of human potential. They have stopped more dreams than failure ever could. Many people are not trapped because they lack talent or opportunity. They are trapped because fear has convinced them to stay small, and doubt has convinced them they are incapable. If you want to move forward in life, you must learn to replace fear and doubt with purpose and faith. Fear has a way of making problems appear bigger than they really are. It whispers thoughts like, "What if you fail? What if people reject you? What if you are not good enough?" Over time, those thoughts become chains around the mind. Fear weakens confidence before the battle even begins. It causes people to hesitate, overthink, and avoid taking action. Some people spend their entire lives preparing to live, but never actually living because fear keeps them frozen. Doubt works in a similar way. It attacks identity and potential. Doubt tells you that your dream is impossible. It tells you that your mistakes are permanent and your weaknesses are greater than your strengths. The dangerous thing about doubt is that it often sounds reasonable. It disguises itself as logic while secretly destroying courage. A doubtful mind will always find excuses to quit. Instead of seeing possibilities, it focuses only on obstacles. But purpose changes everything. When a person discovers purpose, they stop living only for comfort and begin living with direction. Purpose gives meaning to pain and strength during difficult seasons. A person with purpose may still feel fear, but they refuse to let fear control their decisions. They understand that growth requires movement. No one becomes stronger by staying inside their comfort zone. Many people are waiting to feel completely confident before they take action, but confidence does not come first. Action comes first. Courage is developed through movement. Every time you face fear instead of running from it, your mind becomes stronger. Every time you continue despite uncertainty, your faith grows deeper. Fear loses power when you stop obeying it. Faith is essential because life will always contain uncertainty. Faith is the ability to move forward even when you cannot see the full picture yet. It is believing that your current struggle is not the end of your story. Faith allows you to keep building when results are slow. It allows you to keep believing when circumstances become difficult. Without faith, people give up too early. They quit during the process because they cannot see immediate results. You must stop allowing temporary setbacks to create permanent doubt. Failure is not proof that you should stop. Failure is often part of preparation. Every successful person has faced rejection, disappointment, criticism, and obstacles. The difference is they refused to let fear define them. They continued moving forward despite uncertainty. Purpose also helps silence distractions. When you know why you are working, sacrificing, and growing, outside opinions lose power over you. You stop living for approval and start living intentionally. People who lack purpose are easily controlled by fear because they have no clear direction. The truth is, fear will always try to appear before every major opportunity in your life. But you cannot allow fear to become your master. Replace fear with faith. Replace doubt with purpose. Remind yourself daily that you are capable of growth, change, and progress. Your future cannot grow while your mind remains imprisoned by fear. The moment you choose faith over fear is the moment you begin reclaiming control over your life and your destiny. A strong mind is not built in one day. It is developed through daily discipline, daily habits, and daily decisions. Many people want confidence, peace, success, and emotional stability, but they avoid the process required to build mental strength. The truth is, your mind becomes strong the same way your body becomes strong, through consistent training. No one accidentally develops discipline. It is built intentionally over time. Your daily habits are shaping your future whether you realize it or not. Every thought you entertain, every action you repeat, and every choice you make is slowly building your mindset. Small habits may seem insignificant in the moment, but repeated consistently, they create powerful results. A weak mindset is often the product of undisciplined thinking. People who constantly procrastinate, complain, overthink, and avoid responsibility slowly train their minds to become weaker. But people who practice discipline daily develop mental endurance and emotional control. Discipline means doing what is necessary even when you do not feel motivated. Many people depend too much on feelings. They only work when they feel inspired. They only stay positive when circumstances are easy. But life will not always give you perfect conditions. There will be difficult days, painful moments, disappointments, and setbacks. If your life is controlled only by emotions, you will become unstable. Discipline creates consistency even during hard seasons. One of the strongest forms of discipline is controlling your thoughts. Not every thought deserves your attention. Some thoughts are distractions designed to weaken your focus and destroy your peace. A disciplined mind learns how to reject negativity quickly. Instead of entertaining fear for hours, strong-minded people redirect their focus towards solutions. Instead of drowning in self-pity, they choose growth. Mental discipline is the ability to control where your attention goes. Your routines also matter. The way you start your day influences your mindset for the rest of the day. If you begin every morning with stress, distraction, negativity, and chaos, your mind will struggle to remain focused. But when you intentionally feed your spirit with positivity, wisdom, and purpose, your mindset becomes stronger. Strong people protect their mornings because they understand the importance of mental preparation. Another important part of building a strong mind is learning how to stay committed during discomfort. Discipline often requires sacrifice. Sometimes you must keep moving when you are tired. Sometimes you must stay focused while others are wasting time. Sometimes you must remain patient when progress feels slow. Weak minds quit when things become difficult. Strong minds continue growing through resistance. You also cannot build a strong mind while constantly avoiding responsibility. Responsibility develops maturity. Challenges develop resilience. Pressure develops endurance. Every difficult season carries an opportunity for growth if you choose to learn instead of complain. Stop seeing every obstacle as punishment. Some struggles are preparing you for greater strength and greater wisdom. A strong mind is also built through self-control. Learn to control your reactions, your emotions, and your words. Emotional discipline is powerful because not every situation deserves your anger or frustration. Calmness is strength. Patience is strength. Self-control is strength. Mature people understand that reacting emotionally to everything creates unnecessary chaos. Most importantly, understand that discipline is not about perfection. You will still have moments of weakness, moments of doubt, and difficult days. But disciplined people refuse to stay down. They keep learning, growing, and improving. Building a strong mind is a daily commitment to becoming better than you were yesterday. Your future depends on the strength of your mindset. The stronger your discipline becomes, the stronger your life becomes. A disciplined mind creates confidence, stability, focus, and endurance. And once you develop mental strength, obstacles will no longer control you because your mind will already be stronger than the pressure around you.